By watching this video, I'm pretty sure you all will be getting more excited for the upcoming anime games. There are so many reasons that will blow your mind that makes most of you have more new anime games lists. Surely, really worth to anticipate it, especially in anime RPG and anime action RPG. Our team made a lot of effort searching for the best one, so please be considered to like this video to help us to reach 1000 likes. Thanks. Top 10 most anticipated anime games RPG for Android and iOS. Upcoming RPG anime games mobile. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Star Wars. Finally, we have one of the best hack and slash anime games with a very unique gameplay. We will play in a tag team, which is 2 versus 2. We should make a great teamwork to win the game. The main gameplay is we need to kill every hero and the last hero can survive, then he will become the winner. The graphics are absolutely amazing. I feel like playing Gundam with an anime characters. Absolutely, the developer successfully gave the players a massive freedom to navigate our hero. We can freely fly in the sky, even we can do an air combo by using our sword or gun. So every character will have a variety of the weapon that we need to learn and master. The key point to win every single combat is we must be able to maintain the energy, because every single action will consume it and we must not run out of it while in the combat. Just to inform you, all of the characters are able to collect through summoning, and they all are female. Star Wars is one of the best game anime RPGs that is giving the players a new experience and should be on your top list of the most anticipated anime ARPG for mobile. Unending Dawn. Unending Dawn. This is a new brand of the best upcoming anime games action RPG that was made by Unreal Engine 5. It's crazy how the game performs perfectly on mobile platforms, because we all know this is one of the most powerful game engines in the mobile industry. This anime RPG has a single player adventure where we can explore the open world by our hero. By using some action like climbing and hanging with a specific object would give a great experience for the player to conquer the world. Unending Dawn is no autoplay ARPG, so we need to master the combat, fighting, doing a special actions like parrying, and also counterattack will become so crucial on defeating the enemy. On my first impression, I get a great combination of games on it, which is anime soul-like game mobile and also Sekiro mobile game. The way the developer create a dark fantasy-based game with a huge boss monster with a unique creators is really similar to those games. Unending Dawn is the best upcoming anime RPG game mobile, no autoplay RPG for Android and iOS. Leap Over the Rainbow. Leap Over the Rainbow. I know most of the players would love to play an anime RPG games in landscape perspective, but this game has the opposite point of view, which is vertical, and the developer are successfully making the game become so casual and easy to play just by navigating using one hand, because we can swipe or tap the screen to do some actions and movement. The gameplay of Leap Over the Rainbow is we will have 3 heroes on our team. Switching of them will grant the winning chance to become bigger. Every time we switch the hero, then they will give an extra actions and give some damage. Remember to focus on avoiding the attack by pressing the dash button at the right timing. We can hold down the basic attack to unleash heavy damage, but it will take more time to cast. The ultimate skill will recharge. It depends on how many successful hits that you land to the enemy. Leap Over the Rainbow is the best upcoming ARPG games anime hack and slash for Android and iOS. Axis of Eternity. Axis of Eternity. Get ready for the new upcoming RPG anime games. This game is absolutely insane and also has a new game's concept. The combat mechanism seems pretty unique, so we will not have any alloys just like the other games, but we are able to change and switch 3 of the weapons whenever we want it while in the combat. Every single skill will be automatically adjusted then. Axis of Eternity is a single player RPG game with an anime game base. We will explore the huge open world world game and following the main mission. The developer will be focusing on delivering the storyline. While exploring the open world, we can do sliding, hanging on the wall, and also jumping with a long distance. In combat, I didn't see any mana points or energy points. It only need a cooldown to unleash the skill. Overall, I'm pretty sure you all have the same impression as me, which Axis of Eternity will become a Genshin Impact killer. But let me tell you, this game has a different combat mechanism. As I mentioned before, this is the best action hack and slash anime RPG for Android and iOS. Persona 5. Persona 5, the Phantom X. I cannot imagine how the mobile games is developing massively. Even the game that we usually enjoy on console now is available to play for mobile. Seriously, it's an amazing open world anime game with RPG game. We all know how many fans and community that support this game sequel. And right now, the developer answered the fans' question by making a great new Persona game. The gameplay is a turn-based in combat, but we need to explore the open world with so many NPC that are walking around. Seriously, we need a high endpoint to run the game perfectly. I highly suggest you to adjust the game setting to have a good experience then. The combat mechanism of Persona 5 the Phantom X allows the player to summon the persona, which is a creature that will help us in dealing way bigger damage by his skill. Try to use the defense action to prevent the enemy skill. This anime is taking place in a school vibes. Even we can get into every school room and find the other friends there. This is the best anime game RPG open world for Android and iOS. Project Hitomi. Project Hitomi. Finally, we will have the best upcoming anime game hack and slash RPG for mobile with a side-scrolling perspective. But don't underestimate this game because the developer seems pretty serious about creating this game. I noticed there were so many positive things that would make a player feel so amazing about playing it. The first thing is we will have a special cutscenes when we get into a dialogue and we can see the actual character from a closer view. The second one is of course the combat mechanism is perfectly blended with an intense and dynamic combat. We can use the dash button as much as possible because the enemy will be approaching us in a high intensity, especially when we are facing the boss monster. There are 3 main heroes that we can swipe and control them one by one. Sometimes we will need to find the hidden spot and pass through the obstacle by pressing the dash button at the right timing. Project Hitomi is the one of the most anticipated anime game RPG in side-scrolling visual. Code Seigetsu. Code Seigetsu. This is the best anime RPG game Android. Surely it will become 100% the most played RPG hack and slash. Let me tell you why. In combat, we can do such an intense combo in the air or even on the ground. Our hero seems like grappling with the monster that will give a great satisfaction to any players. We can keep hitting the enemy on the air by combining an amazing combination attack. So, timing is the key to create a dynamic action. Try to switch between other heroes to reflect a new fighting style. The gameplay of Code Seigetsu is an anime game with a semi-open world game concept, which while we are in the village, we can forge our primary weapon in the blacksmith. Every hero can switch into a different weapon style, so upgrading it will be the best way to boost your power. Actually, the world is quite big. We can interact with NPC and also look for another features in the village. But yes, we should get into the portal to clear the stages. This is one of the most anticipated mobile RPG anime games for Android. Project Mugen. Project Mugen. This is a must-play action RPG anime open-world game. Seriously, I will admit how competent the developer making a mobile game with so many movement like grappling and swinging between a sky tower in the city, riding and driving a variety of vehicles, swimming on the sea. These all movements have attracted me so much. Through their official trailer, I see a huge potential. It will become the best RPG for cross-platform games between mobile and PC. I love how they would try on making a realistic ragdoll physics of each object that we touch. It will get some effect based on the realistic. Even the NPC will have a sense of reactions when we drop any object around them. The combat mechanism is absolutely fast with a great flashy color skill. There is sword type, gun and fighter. While exploring the world, we can kill our time by entering the shop or get into the game station to play some mini games. It makes this game such a great real-life game in a metropolitan city. Honestly, the NPC around us is so massive. Project Mugen is the best anime game RPG open world Android and iOS. Duet Night Abyss. Duet Night Abyss. Finally, we see the actual gameplay footage and I'm totally amazed with everything it has. While enjoying the cutscenes, we'll find dialogue options, which we can select an answer and it will give a different result of the storyline. The game's graphics seems really realistic as an anime visual, with a 3D model and great flashy light of armor and weapon that makes the game visual becomes the top tier list of the upcoming anime games RPG for mobile. The combat mechanism of Duet Night Abyss is every hero can switch the weapon between the primary weapon based on the character and the secondary weapon is a gun for a long range. Before we enter the combat, make sure to forge the weapon first and get ready to face the stages. I love the action games that not too flashy, which make the player can clearly see every single action while in the combat. The music is perfectly blending between mellow and lively. Overall, I get the Warframe games like in anime art style RPGs. Duet Night Abyss is the best anime game upcoming RPG mobile. Chronicles. Chronicles. This is a new brand anime game ARPG for mobile. Seriously, the game looks so solid with a Gundam game base. I think this game would be a good game if you would like to play a Gundam game mobile, because as we all know, we cannot find it on the Play Store. Let's go back to the Chronicles gameplay. So every anime characters will have their own robot to raid on. Some of them have two different combat styles, which are with a gun and also sword for a melee combat. But for me, I prefer to use the gun because it will be way easier for us to lock the target from a distance. We'll have 3 other heroes that will help us and be able to switch between them. No stamina, no mana points. This game mechanism seems pretty simple. We only have 3 buttons like basic attack, skill and also dash. I love the way the developers give a lot of cutscenes to deliver the storylines. The anime art style is really adorable as well. This is the best new anime game RPG for mobile. Solo Leveling Arise. Bonus: Solo Leveling Arise. This is one of the best upcoming anime games, and even the game has released on a specific regions only. But the game has downloaded over 1 million players. It's a pretty insane achievement. Just imagine when this game released globally then. How many players will play this game? I'm sure many of you know this is an action RPG game, but actually it has a gacha-based game to get a high-quality weapon. So far the rate is just so-so. The developers need to increase up the rate so the player can enjoy it more. The gameplay of Solo Leveling Arise is we are able to explore the small area in the lobby, but then we must have a lot of time because in combat it will take quite more time for clearing one stage. The enemy's difficulty is quite difficult. The combat mechanism lets the player respond combat faster. There is a button that will appear shortly and it will create a great combination. This is all the best anime game RPG for mobile, especially that will be really soon. Remember to like this video and help us reach 200 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.